What's going on, Alpha Raiders? James DeWin here with the Alpha Raid Comic Channel. We got a treat for you. We got a guest. He's going to tell us all about his creation, Spirit Girl. And let's just go ahead and bring him on. Let me push the buttons. And let me do a little mood music in the back. And no. Because you want to set it, and because once he gets on here, I'm going to forget. So play that. Oh, that's kind of loud. Let's turn it down just low. All right, we'll turn that down so we're not blowing ears out, and then we'll bring on the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ulysses, the one named man. Going, he hangs out with people like Madonna, Cher, just because he uses a one name. Beyonce. I'm reading through a list that I pulled up. Like, who else uses one name?
Like Prince.
Prince. Got Bono, Eminem, Usher. Zendaya is so popular. She appears twice on my ChatGPT.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's how popular she is right now.
Hopefully
Unless there are more than one Zendaya.
Yeah. I hope that doesn't mean my ego's as big as those people's.
You got to start small. You got to fake it till you make it.
That's right. Yeah.
So how are you doing, Ulysses?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I had a full day of work, productive. Worked on a tractor and.
So I was just going to ask you, what do you do? Do you work from home? Do you go to a job? What do you do?
So actually, it's kind of both at the same time. I manage apartment buildings, like housing complex.
Okay.
So I got 5 buildings that I manage, and I live in one of them. So my commute is literally I go out the door and walk down the stairs, and I'm at work.
Yeah, nice. So is there a lot for you to do? Do you make up your own projects?
Oh yeah, they actually just hired me a helper. So that's been really good. So we were working. The lawn tractor is not working; it keeps stalling. So we're just taking it apart bit by bit and trying to figure out what's wrong with it. So as the lawn grows.
Yeah. No, that's So is it just lawn care stuff, or is it like maintenance, like overall handyman stuff?
The whole thing, that's part of the thing, but also the admin side. And I take care of all the rent collection, evictions, inspections, you name it. It's like the whole gamut of stuff, and you get pretty involved in people's lives actually, because you go in their homes and you're there. They move in, and they have kids, they die, and it's like the whole. Yeah. It's really like quite of a community job in a way. Like
sure.
I just kind of fell into it. I didn't train for that or anything.
Yeah.
I just kind of stumbled into it, and I've been doing that the last 15 years.
So everyone there rents, like you rent, and then everybody else on the property that you have to maintain, they're all renters as well.
Yeah. So it used to be a 55 plus building.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of retirees, and so it's got that vibe, a little bit gossipy. It's fun. It's fun. Like it's,
sure.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Community. That's we all need community.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I mean, that's your disguise. Your superhero job is creating comic books, right?
That's right.
In the evening.
Yeah. By day, I'm a building manager. By night. Right. I'm the creator of Spirit Girl.
That's right.
Actually, by morning, I wake up early in the morning to work on this. That's my tactic.
Yeah. So tell us about that. What's your workflow as a like all of us independent creators? We have to squeeze it in where we can squeeze it in. So what's your routine look like?
Yeah. So I don't use an alarm, but I tend to wake up around 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Wow.
I just trained myself to do that, and I didn't always do that, but because my job is on call, working in the evenings does a number psychologically on my head, because I'm always thinking I might get a call. So my solution to that was I'll wake up when 100% nobody else is up, and then I'll have a few hours where, peace of mind that I know I'm not gonna get phone calls, and if I get a phone call, then it's a real emergency.
Yeah.
So that's how I train myself to go to bed at 7, and just naturally wake up around 3:34 in the morning, have coffee, and say my prayers and go draw.
Yeah, I'm just going to add this to the stage so that anybody who is kind of peeking in gets an idea that we're not just two lonely guys. What are those that they used to have the something line where you would just call in and whoever's talking. I forget what those.
Radio call in.
Yeah. Well, it used to be just like a whatever the line is, and then you just call in, whoever's talking is talking, and then you can chime in.
Party lines,
that's it.
Line,
yeah. I remember when I was a kid, there was lots of party lines advertised, and I never understood it, but
same.
People are lonely. They just need to hear somebody else's voice, even if you're listening to some crazy story. Somebody was making money, somebody figured out you can make money doing it, so that's how it works. But so what do you start out with? Like, you wake up, you kind of get ready for the day, and you sit down and you draw, you write. What's the process?
I have
is it only Spirit Girl, or are you like kind of bouncing around a couple of different projects?
It has been only Spirit Girl, but with number 4, that finishes the story arc. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking a break. I done a couple. I just did a commission, and a guy from Substack wanted some ninjas, some samurai.
Nice.
He sent me a cool image of just a historical samurai. They had like really cool outfits, so that was fun to draw. I had a good time doing that.
Yeah. So how did he find you? How'd you find? Did you put it out there? Hey, I'm looking for. I'm open to commissions.
No, he just cold called me, and I said, "Yeah, I'm interested. Of course, that'd be fun, but I'm in the middle of Spirit Girl 4, and it's going to be a while." And he was super patient. Yeah, his name's James Luo on Substack. Anyway,
okay. Yeah. What's his project?
I don't know exactly. It's some Japanese history. I don't know. But
Substack is great, and I have you to thank for it. It's such a great community, and it's so there's so much variety, but it is like a creative space. It's not just like this. I mean, some of it is political, but you get to put in at the beginning as you're creating your account, like what your interests are. And if you're putting it in, like you like comics, you like art, you like writing or whatever, it kind of curates that for you. And so my feed is a lot of, comic book stuff, artists and writers, trying to work on their own projects. So it's really neat.
Yeah. And today I was working, just a priest actually got a hold of me, asking, do you still do comic book stuff? And I said, yeah. And he's like, so I guess he's a weightlifter or something. And at his gym, they want to put an image of Saint Hyacinth, who is like, I guess, the patron of weightlifters or something. And his story of the saint is that the church caught fire, and so they evacuated, and he left. And he heard a voice that he thought was the Holy Mother, I think, say, turn back and take the statue and the ciborium out of the church before you leave. So he turned back, and in a great feat of strength, lifted this enormous statue of the Holy Mother and the ciborium as if it was nothing. It's kind of like a Samson kind of moment.
Yeah.
And so I guess that made him the patron saint of weightlifters, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess this priest, I guess he goes to a gym. He's a weightlifter or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'd like to have an image of Saint Hyacinth, but all the ones that I've looked at, the the statue of Mary is unimpressive. It's kind of, and I looked at too. It's kind of like more small, and now like they're all poured. They're not like marble sculpted. So a small statue, we kind of think of it as hollow, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like heavy. So he's like, I thought, well, in a comic book style, it might work. So do you want to take a crack at it? I'm like, yeah, of course. So
yeah,
I was working on that composition this morning.
So how are you going to blow it up? Have you ever done like a mural type of thing?
It's not a mural. He just wants a poster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So so I had a composition. I made sure the statue is huge,
Yeah.
so that it really looks like
like it's impressive that he would turn back and picked up this giant statue. I got
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So we'll say hi to Brother Fong. Brother Fong in the house, and he says hello, just listening in while driving. So good to have him.
Drive safe.
Yeah. Yes. We'll try not to say anything too controversial. I'll try to make you drive off the road.
Shocking. I'm not wearing pants.
Hey. I wasn't ready for that. That was kind of shocking. I would have driven off the road. But no, that's cool. That's cool that you're like, how did the priest hear about you? Is it within your town? Within
No, it's so I don't know if you've ever heard of Bridges of Meaning. So when the whole Jordan Peterson thing kind of exploded, a lot of people they're kind of created an economy on YouTube, like an economy of attention, I guess,
sure,
of commentators on Jordan Peterson's work, and a lot of them were Christian because he was touching on the Christian topics.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Pajot with the Symbolic World kind of spun out of that. And there's this, I found this, Jordan Peterson's a Canadian, I'm Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very fascinated by Jordan because I was like, oh, wow, an interesting Canadian. That's great.
No, I was addicted to his I don't know, I guess they were, how was I consuming his stuff? Maybe on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For like right around the pandemic, it was just like a lot of what I was listening to.
Yeah,
actually had to console with my pastor. I was like, he sounds like he's almost a Christian, but he's like, he keeps dodging the question. So
yeah,
I prayed about it, and then became less obsessed with him. And then he got sick, kind of disappeared off the scene, then came back, and then now he's gone again. He's sick again.
He's sick. Yeah.
So I don't know. But I was very familiar with all of his pontifications.
Yeah,
so,
well, it was kind of like the stuff I was interested in at the time, like myth. Like he recorded all his University of Toronto lectures.
Mm-hmm.
So that like from way back, like from like the 90s, I think,
mm-hmm.
and super fascinating stuff. But anyway, the commentators started coming out commentating on Jordan Peterson, and one of them was a pastor, Paul Vanderklay, Dutch Reformed Church he's from, and he saw this whole thing, all this intellectual stuff. He saw it as a pastor would, which is there's people who are hungry for something, so I will do what I can to pastor for them on the internet. So he started a Discord called Bridges of Meaning. So trying to
Bridges of what?
Bridges of Meaning.
Meaning. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So trying to, because Jordan Peterson wrote a book called Maps of Meaning, right?
Okay.
So he built this Discord, and all the people interested in that kind of went on there, and it was pretty interesting for a while. And in the Catholic section of this Discord, there's a priest on there who kind of moderates and manages that Catholic corner of the Discord. And so being interested in Catholicism, he became aware, I guess, of, because they have an art section, which I was involved in. I'm not on that Discord anymore, but I guess he found a way to contact me, I guess.
Yeah.
And so he asked for that. So.
Yeah. So let's get back to Spirit Girl, and how long have you been working on Spirit Girl? I remember when we spoke early on, when we connected, I started my YouTube channel. started doing live streams, and you popped on a couple times, and then I noticed that you had live stream stuff, and I popped in, and then you said, "The heck with YouTube, I'm going to Substack, and you should come too." And I was like, "You go, and we'll see."
Yeah.
And but we were talking, and I think you had begun Spirit Girl. So when did Spirit Girl begin? And if I'm remembering correctly, it's like a local lore that you're integrating into the story.
Yeah. So 2.5 years ago, I first put pencil to paper with Spirit Girl. Kind of threw myself in, even though I wasn't definitely not ready for prime time. Still not, but we're getting there. It's improving.
Yeah.
So the Spirit Girl.
Actually, I printed it out. So I did buy it. I supported you, so I bought it.
Yeah.
And then in preparation, I printed it out. So
yeah. So that's like the map of Northland is like an analog of Canada, but it's kind of like I'm trying to tap into the spirit of Canada, but make it universal, a universal mythology, kind of like what Tolkien did with Europe, right? Like it's about Europe, but it's a universal story, right?
Yeah. Just saying a quick hi to brother Al Nickerson in the house. Hey James, wait a minute. What are you doing? It ain't Sunday. Gonna listen while I'm at the drawing board. Awesome. Thank you for hanging out. I didn't know Al was for Albert. I guess it's got to be Al or Albert or Alan. So Albert, I did not guess. But anyway, back to the more mythical. Like what do they call that? Like when you're using something, you're making. Is it an allegory or a? I don't know.
My term for it, I've written about it on Substack, is like it's writing in the mythic dimension. That's the way I see it. So it's like a real thing, but in the imagination. What is it like in the imagination? Right?
Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily have like names of real people, but it might be a real person or something that someone did, and then you kind of combine it. Like you make one person the bad guy, even though in real Canada news, it's like a couple of different people doing a couple of different bad things, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it could be that. For instance, like the prairies exist, but the prairies, there's a flat land in that map, but it's one province instead of three, kind of thing, right? That map's been updated. It's hard to describe. It's kind of like Canada is like the springboard of inspiration, but like you don't have to know anything about Canada to immerse yourself in the world of Northland.
Yeah, I mean it's the easiest for you to write, right? Like you live in Canada, you have a spirit of Canada, you have like what you think Canada is or should be, or what it is to you. Just like like every writer's gonna.
It's a bit of an effort for me to also understand what it is, because Canada is like a weird place, so it's kind of trying to understand what it all means.
Sure, it's like doing I don't know if you ever led a Bible study or you're teaching anything, you become an expert at it. You like dig in deeper, and so you have to understand it in a way that you can explain it to other people. So you end up learning as you're learning. So because you have to learn more so that you can answer questions.
Yeah.
So, Banff is in the house. He says, "Are we talking about Canada?"
Canada. That's a good gag.
But yeah, so I get it. So it's not exactly Canada, but it's like, it's Northland, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, so do you ever look back at these pages and you go, we're gonna redo these? Or I mean, I can tell by issue number 4 how much you have improved. So
yes, I improved a great deal. But I'm not really interested in going back and redoing. I really just, no, I just want to keep going. Yeah, just keep moving forward.
Yeah. So as I was printing them out, like it came off on some odd pages. So I threw in the covers for issue 2 and 3, and then that left the back, and I didn't want to spoil it with issue 4, so I made it an advertisement for my.
Nice.
Yeah, even though it's never leaving my office, it's never going to leave here. So, but I threw that on there, just as a sponsor. I kind of sponsored it.
Yeah,
in my house.
That's good. It's a good sponsor.
Okay, so that's the spirit of Spirit Girl. So does the local lore that you're kind of infusing into the story, is it about a girl, or is it just about like some of the monsters and stuff in the area?
So Spirit Girl is named Spirit Girl because she represents the spirit of her valley.
Okay.
So where she lives is in the Bear Valley, and the town is called Hairy Bear. And she's a rural superhero, which I don't think that's a thing that's out there. So it's I'm kind of I've read a lot about kind of like a I guess I don't know what you call it. It's Marcia Eliade is a writer. He's done history of religion and stuff like that, but also just like human behavior, anthropology, I guess it would be. And his theory is that ever since a certain time, society has been split along rural and urban lines.
Sure.
So there really are only there are two classes of people that people fit in, the rural and urban. And so if you look at how like politics are going, a lot of the tension is actually rural and urban. The urban class, so for instance, like the trucker convoy in Canada, that was a big like historical event in our country.
Yeah. Sure.
And it was the rural class protesting against the urbanites who want to run their communities the way that they want. And so the rural classes were kind of protesting against that, saying, well, because you want to run us this way, we don't necessarily want that, right?
Right.
So she's a rural superhero. So there's going to be the rural-urban tension. And it's also, I grew up rural, so I want to look into like the mythology of rural living and that kind of thing. And it's an interesting challenge. How do you make a superhero action story in a rural environment? So she represents the spirit of her valley. And in this story, the villains come from up high. They come from the mountains. They descend from the mountains. We learned that in issue 3. So that the last page of this book introduces the main protagonist, Stormhand. And so in issue 3 we look into that's the guy there, goat-headed kind of devil guy. And in issue 3 we go explore like why did they end up in the mountains. So we have, like, symbolically speaking, the mountains, like in Christian symbolism, is actually the holy place, right? And so the top of the mountain is the holiest place. So these people shouldn't be there, right? So that symbolically, that's a theme, right? So they come down to the valley to frig around with like the valley living. And so by the end of issue 4, there is a resolution, but not completely. So eventually we'll come back to it, and there will be a complete resolution to it. But that's kind of like the way that I'm approaching. Issue 4 goes back in time issue 3 rather, this one we're looking at, goes back in time and introduces the world of Estland. So we've got a north and an east now, implying that there's a west and a south. And so we kind of explored all of the guys in this book are essentially there are no good guys, right? And we explore like the bitterness and the resentment that builds over generation after generation, and then the use of sorcery and that sort of thing. Mep says Spirit Girl go help them out in their town.
You never see superheroes in rural towns, so Mike
Yeah.
is saying he'd like to see a superhero, Spirit
Yeah.
Girl, on her way. So
Well, when I was a kid, I used to imagine, Spider-Man in my town, but I'm like, it wouldn't work. There's nothing tall to swing,
no, he'd just be jumping around. So like you have like the credits page. I noticed as I was printing it out, that like the credits were like in the middle. Was that a conscious thing? Like, hey, we're gonna break up the story.
It was an accident because I planned out my pages incorrectly. So I had to put something there so that my spread would work.
Yeah. Yep. No, there was something on that in issue number 1. So I had to reprint it. Like this is the second copy, right? But I don't know if you have fixed the digital file, but in the digital file there was a repeat page.
Yeah. I messed that up too. Yeah.
Okay. So if you haven't fixed it, I just wanted to bring it to your attention. I was like, wait a minute. Because like I was gonna say, I'm not a big fan of when the artists do this, where they have very similar pages right next to similar pages, and it's like a continuation of each one, know, and you don't know how to read it. And so I read it, and then I read it. I was like, maybe it's just kind of repeating, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's just. I think he messed this up, so I had to take it out.
Yeah, it's so on the website you can get issues 1, 2, and 3 as a bundle for free digital download.
Yeah.
And should be corrected in there.
Yeah. I think I feel like I tried to pay for it. Did you have one that I could donate money or something like that? Were you taking money?
I mean the digital is free.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mike says Spider-Man would use the slingshot method between tree trunks. Hey, that's pretty creative there.
There you go. There we got a writer.
Yepper. He's more of an artist, but maybe you never know. Al says I like the cover to issue number 3. Yeah, it's got a vibe to it for sure. Right.
Thank you.
It's got a main focus. I have been doing a little bit of a deep dive into what makes a good cover. This is a good cover too. Issue number 2 is a good cover.
Nice.
It has mood up here. It has contrast, a lot of contrast, like a central focus. I found that is good. This has a central focus, but it's like there's tension because he's like jumping off. You don't know what's happening, but there's a story. He's jumping off. Something's happening. Yeah. So I'm finding out that
the pink in the back there is is spray paint. Like so, I did a mask. Like I got tape, the special tape there in a roll.
Yeah.
Out, and I did spray paint on the back there.
So the original looks like this with the colors?
I think so.
Yeah. So this
is you're asking me, I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, I do a lot in Photoshop. Like I might even if I was going to use a spray paint background or something like that, I would spray paint it, scan it in, and then slip it behind.
I might have done that actually. I think of it. But in this issue, I did actually do a lot of like actual physical masking with a roll of tape and stuff.
Yeah, no, I think I saw you do that, so it wouldn't surprise me if you were masking things off. You did everything kind of practical effects, as opposed to my Photoshop cheating ways. But I did not get to read issue 3. I read issues 1 and 2, but I didn't get around to reading issue 3.
For instance, that panel was at the page before the double spread on the bottom left. No, you had it. Yeah, on the bottom left there, I all that line work, that fine line work.
Yeah.
I like kind of pinched that off of Albrecht Dürer, like a German artist from the 17th century, And all of those lines are done by hand with a ruler, and my hand hurt by the end of that.
The old-fashioned way. No, I wouldn't know how to do it any other way either. Like, I know that there are programs that do that, but Comics for Life says, don't know if it's been asked, but what comics inspired your work?
Well, thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Comics for Life. Comics for Life, indeed. Tintin. I grew up on Tintin. I went to a French school in Eastern Canada, and didn't have access to comics really that much, except from the school library. They had Tintin, Smurfs, Lucky Luke, Asterisk, all those Belgian French books. And the one that I liked the most was Tintin and Lucky Luke. But Tintin stayed with me. I still take them out of the library to this day to read them. I love Tintin.
That's cool.
He's an amazing artist. And for me, it's like Tintin is about wonder, right? He goes to a place and you get a big splash page. It's like, oh, wow, like it's a beautiful place or an exciting place or something. So Tintin. And I think the first comic that I ever bought was at a yard sale. It was The Question number 14, Dennis O'Neill, Dennis Cowan interiors, and a Sienkiewicz cover.
Oh, wow.
At least Sienkiewicz inked cover. And that image of The Question with no face and just the line work in there was just really, really amazing. So those are two big influences on me. But like, as you can see behind me, I've got quite a few comics that I'm still reading. I like the Legion of Superheroes from the Silver and Bronze Age. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the spot here. Yeah. So what else? This here's the Spectre. John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake, the Spectre omnibuses, that's really interesting stuff. If you look up here, this here is the artist edition of Batman Year One. Really cool. That's David Mazzucchelli, amazing stuff. Displayed on the walls, a couple of covers from Crisis on Infinite Earths. I've got tons of stuff, man. Like, and this is just my trades collection. I've got like a couple, like a file cabinet full of singles, you know. And I like to go back to where the DNA started. You know, Steve Ditko. Let's see, let's take a look at some more stuff. I actually really like this Catwoman run. This really fun run. Yeah. This is Albrecht Dürer. I just like all sorts of stuff. Is James still here?
I'm here. I don't know. Could you not hear me when I was?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, all right.
No.
I was talking, so.
Oh, okay.
maybe
Me too.
Maybe people out there can tell us if they could hear me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when I took myself off the screen that the microphone went dead too. Did not know that.
Okay.
But anyway,
the classified ads is one of my favorite parts. Nobody else seems to care about it, but I love this stuff.
I was thinking that when I got to it, I was like, he obviously likes to read through the ads because, you know, this is fun. It's the fun stuff, you know, the Atlas, Charles Atlas stuff. And
yeah. Well, it's not just that. Like, I mean, obviously it's like kind of like a love letter to those old comics. The ads where you could buy like a gun.
Yeah. I was thinking X-ray glasses, but you're thinking guns.
Yeah. And but also I one of my first jobs in graphic design, which was what I trained for, was at a local newspaper. And it's these sorts of ads I designed like day after day after day after day for hours a day. Like classified ads and that sort of thing. But it's also, and this is the classified ads from the town of Harry Bear, which is where Spirit Girl lives. So we get a little bit of world building in there,
Sure.
And each of these ads, for those nerds that are really hardcore in reading it, and when you're reading, eventually is going to be a story. Right?
Very cool.
So issue number 5 will be pulled from these ads. There's going to be a reference to these ads. So.
That's cool. That's very, very cool. All right. So here we are. We're up to issue number 4. Let's you want to play the trailer for it, and then we can talk about it? Or
Sure.
Right. We are gonna, let me mute this, and then we're gonna play the Spirit Girl number 4 video. Or not. Let me double click it again. You can hear it, right? I can kind of hear it.
I can't see nothing or hear nothing.
I can't. All right, I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to remove this. Maybe there's too many screens. And oh,
well, you saw it momentarily.
Yeah, I did too. Let me. Well, there you go. Very exciting.
I tried.
Yeah. No, I like the score. I like everything.
People seem to resonate with it. I got a lot of good feedback on it.
Good.
The trailer.
Good. Yeah. Now, how did you edit it? How did you do
Open
the
shot
stuff? What's that?
Open shot.
Open shot.
Yeah, that's free software.
Okay, I'll have to try that. I like how she was moving in, and there was like there was like motion and panning and stuff. Like my skills are not there for sure.
Yeah, open shot's pretty basic. Yeah, it's fairly easy to learn.
Yeah. So this is the cover. This is
yes.
So this is also in the book, as I see.
Yeah.
It's a panel from the book.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to scroll through or
yeah?
No?
That's fine, of course. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if people could pause it and steal it.
It's not like people are breaking the doors down. You know what I mean?
You never know. Well, you never know with the creator. Some creators are more, more possessive of their stuff. They're a little bit more worried about people taking their stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna judge either way. I can see it either way. But yeah, no, I can see the artistic improvement. Obviously, you're putting more textures into the stuff. The background has, there's definitely, you're doing stuff with the background to really make the characters pop out.
Yeah, I think I'm more consistent with the faces a little bit. And just overall an improvement.
Yeah. Yep.
Still got a ways to go, but I mean, it's a comic.
Yep. No, it's very cool. Storytelling is good.
Yeah, I did improve on storytelling too. Yeah, I really kind of tried to roll up my sleeves and be better.
No, this is the stuff that I'm bad at, like designing a page to make it not look so I don't know. I'm just guilty of trying to tell the story, just like the grid, like a couple of blocks, make it extremely readable. Like this goes after this, this goes after this. Every now and again, throw a giant pinup kind of posterific kind of pose. But
you know, I got this layout from a Dave Sim comic. I just picked up some Dave Sim Cerebus comics from the dollar bin. There's one comic where every single page is that layout, and I'm like, that's cool. I want to do that.
Mike says, I have questions. I have questions about the trailer, I think.
I have answers.
You came to the right place, Mike. Ivy says, nice trailer. So
thank you. Glad you like it.
Funk says, done driving.
On. Never. You can't make me.
He's in Canada. You can't make him. Mike says, are there seasons in this title, or is it a perpetual winter wonderland?
Very good. Actually, I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm thinking seasons.
Okay.
Because storytelling wise, you can layer your themes according to seasons.
Okay.
Right.
Well, Al has a guess.
Suppose winter Canada. Well, you know, sometimes our igloos melt.
Yeah. I forget which Dave were we talking about?
Ranger Dave. So the forest ranger in here is. So.
Okay.
And so this story is actually, you pick up on that, this story is actually a lot Ranger Dave's story as much as it is Spirit Girls.
Yeah.
They have like an arc that kind of goes like this.
If only that was true, then there wouldn't be fires and a burnt maple syrup. Yeah, you guys wouldn't send down all that smoke down this way. It gets pretty.
A fun fact: Canada actually has a maple syrup reserve, and if you look up the headline on Google, the Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist, and that's a real thing.
Wow, you guys know how to keep it spicy up there.
Yeah, a lot of excitement up here.
Yeah. A maple syrup heist. Very, very interesting. No, this is awesome. And here's the cover image here.
Yeah. Finally broken free.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, she wins.
Yeah. You're not trying to win over the modern audience.
Yeah.
With the
socks it to the devil. Oh, I see there. Spirit Girl 4. Oh, the PDF. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's some. I noticed that the PDF I sent you has some lettering missing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad it's in the book.
So, do you have printed copies? You were printing some copies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Very good. Well, I haven't read it yet, so you can update it and and send it over. Okay. Very cool. Mike says, well then, I'll need to go visit the reserve. I'll bring pancakes with me to visit that reserve. Brother Fung says, nice. Very cool. Man. So, what is now that you're done, because we're in kind of a similar season right now, except like my storyline isn't done, for this arc. I have another issue to go, but like I'm done with issue number 9. It's actually been exactly a month since I finished my pages for issue number 9. I had already started having my colorist color it, my letterer letter it, and I'm still waiting for colors to come in. One more page of brand new colors, and then a correction, and then I think 5 pages of letters, and then I'll be ready to reformat and then um, do the printing. So what is your strategy now that you've got the arc done, now that you have it formatted in a way that you can print it out? How are you printing it out, and where do you go from here?
Yeah. So I got a little pretty like rinky-dink operation here. It's pretty DIY punk style. I got a printer here at my
Mhm.
home, and I print them on paper,
Mhm.
and then I use a long arm stapler.
I got one of those.
I staple them together, and then I cut the pages to size with a knife.
With a knife?
Well, yeah, it's like one of these guys, right?
Okay. All
And
right.
this and a ruler. So when you buy an issue of Spirit Girl,
It's
I
handcrafted. That's
I went to
handcrafted.
my computer and I put print, and I waited, and I stapled it, and I cut it, and I put it in an envelope, and I sent it to you.
Wow. That is like artisan level. Not only do you draw it, create it, write it, do all the things,
Everything.
you're binding it, you're cutting it, sending it out.
Yeah, yeah, and it's out of necessity because I don't have a readership.
Yeah.
So I'm selling maybe 20 of these, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Sure.
make sense for me to go do a print run.
Yeah.
So it's better that I just print them out in my place,
Mm-hmm.
and then I bring one at the shop and it sells. If people buy online, I send it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'll do that next time because I did this one in full color. And my ink cartridge levels are
Yeah.
going down.
Yep. Yep. And ink
And
ain't
it's
cheap.
expensive. Yeah,
Yeah. Ink is
yeah.
not cheap.
So we'll see what happens next time
Yeah.
on the next issue. Yeah.
Yeah. So where is the closest comic book scene that you could like show up? Is it in your plan to show up at a convention, set up a table, try to sell your comic there?
Not yet.
Yeah.
In maybe the midterm, like in the next like maybe 3 years.
Okay.
This really was just learning the craft of making comics, getting better at it. I feel like with issue 4, it's like I've proven that I've learned how to make comics,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's just becoming like more competent at it. So I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really thinking about business or anything like that. Of course, I want people to read these
Sure.
things. I
Yeah.
put a lot of heart into it, and
Yeah.
I believe the story is heartfelt and enjoyable
Yeah.
and meaningful.
Yeah.
But it really was focused on like let's just make it.
Yeah.
And now I've
Yep.
made them.
No, that's great. That's a great start, and then you have something to promote. So Mike
Yeah.
says, with the changes of adventures, will the theme and genre stay with the mythical, or will there be an integration of other heroes, supervillains, or will it be kind of the same vein of Hellboy?
Well, this MEP 2234, I need to like get him as an assistant when I appear on podcasts. He's asking such awesome questions that creators love to hear. So the next few issues, my plan is to do monster of the week, villain of the week. I don't want to do long arcs.
Yeah.
Because because like it takes me so long to do one.
Mm-hmm.
I want for sure, even though each of these I did my best to design them that when you read one you get the full thing, but obviously it's part of an arc.
Yeah.
So the next few issues I want to do villain of the week, but really deepen the story of Spirit Girl, her cast of characters, kind of like in the early Stan Lee Ditko Spider-Man, like what's her like the equivalent of her what's his name, J. Jonah Jameson kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like really expand the cast of characters. And at the end of issue 3, if you look at the last page here, I'm starting that. And then her family, her brother, law enforcement, but also like this is not a world like ours. Like there's going to be it's issue 4.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry. Did I say 3? Yeah,
I thought you said 3.
Yeah. Not the no, sorry, that's the epilogue. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay.
And one page back. Yeah, sorry. So this page, the right facing page. So I'm introducing a guy who's an urbane. They call him the Urbanes. So he's the equivalent of a sheriff that's sent to the town for what reasons, right? And obviously he's got a different look. Where is he from? Why does he look like that? Why does he have a tattoo on his eye? And and here we see it's not a police station, it's a Crown Watch station. And we learn in the dialogue bubbles that he was sent there by the Crown. So now we learn this world is not a democracy, it's a monarchy, right?
Yeah.
So you start to get like more fantastical, and we're gonna get more world building like that. Yeah. And there's gonna be more factions and that sort of thing, which I will introduce in Villain of the Week episodes.
You'll definitely be teaching your American counterparts down here, because we didn't really know that you guys were still connected to the Crown. Until recently. Yeah.
It's called a constitutional monarchy.
Yeah. So Mike says, can there really be a J. Jonah Jameson up in Canada, though? Is anyone up there that mean?
Yes, and they're all in office.
Funk says, at Al Nickerson, things are going well. Trying to promote Koinonia Con and get people to register and volunteer.
What's that?
So Koinonia Con is a Christian geek convention that's happening October 24th. And I will be flying all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast to be a part of the first Koinonia Con.
Nice. Cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Alpha Red will be West Coast. His first trip to the West Coast.
That's great.
But yeah, no, I can't wait to read this. No, the improvement in your artwork is crazy good. And when you can put it next to each other, it's 2 years of your life, but like when you're able to put it next to each other, you're like, wow, there was some improvement. Yeah,
from 1 to 4, it's like not even the same artist. Like huge difference. Yeah. So but that's just doing it every morning and not stopping. I knew that it would happen. You just have to go through the grind.
Yeah. Very cool.
I'm excited for issue 5, which I might publish as a weekly strip. So I'm thinking I might do the 9-panel grid thing. And publish the 3 panels at a time as a weekly. But I got an exciting villain coming up in issue 5 that's really going to reinforce like the whole small town atmosphere, like and he's going to be a guy from the small town that people know, right? But he becomes a villain. But so
is it the guy in the trench coat with the tattoo?
No, he's a law enforcement officer. But I'm not going to say too much about him. But like when you introduce him, he's kind of like, oh, this kind of scary guy, But there's a reason for that. And that's he's actually part of a really big thing that's going to happen in the series. God willing, I'll be able to tell that story.
Sure. So if this is an arc, have you thought about collecting it into like a 1-volume thing?
I thought about it, but I don't think there's a demand for it. And I'm not sure, because I'd have to do a print run, right? Like Squarebound or something, which I don't have the ability to do here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a demand, if it goes along and people are like, oh, I collected. Maybe, but
Yeah.
for now, no.
Yeah. Well,
And
maybe.
so I want to say, sorry, on my website, you can buy issue 4,
Mhm.
uh, but issue 1 to 3 are available digitally. If you
Yeah.
really, 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 really want issues 1 to 3 physically,
Yeah.
just send an email and say you want it and buy issue 4, and I'll print out 1 to 3 on my computer
Yeah.
and send it along.
Yeah. Maybe I
But
can help you out. Maybe I can help you out. I live fairly close to a city. If you want to like repackage it here and distribute it and stuff, it
oh,
doesn't
I
seem
see.
like, like I can print it. I can have it printed. I wouldn't be able to print it on my stuff. I mean, this is off my printer and it's okay. But like if you were to look really close, there's streaks. You can see it. It's
Right,
not something that you would want to sell or feel good about selling to
right.
people. Um,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
maybe
For
if you're
now,
doing it cheap on the cheap, it
yeah.
wouldn't be too bad. But
Let's just wait and see what readers. If readers start breaking the door down, of course I'll. I'm going to do something.
yeah,
But for now,
no,
let's
that's the
just.
marketing part of it. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. For me, I just try to put Alpha Red everywhere,
yeah.
and hope that let me pull this off here, and then hope that people find it. So um, I'll put it's available on Indie Planet. It's available on Starcross Comics. I put it on Etsy. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm trying Whatnot. So just everywhere, everywhere. And people are
Awesome.
slowly buying it from different avenues. And I go to shows. I'll show up at a comic convention and sell it there. I'll show up at homeschool conventions. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that.
So Al says, nice to hear, Fong. The Koinonia Con sounds great. I hope you and that James fella have a great time. Yes, yes, yes. I plan on having a great time. Brother Fong is he's promising me some Vietnamese coffee with the egg in it. So I'm looking forward to it. The egg is something that I'm not used to growing up. I did not have an egg in my Vietnamese coffee. So
Hmm.
looking forward to trying
With
that.
the yolk and everything, or
I
just.
this is for Brother Fong to introduce to me. I don't know. He
All
says,
right. All
do you do it with the egg or not? I'm like, I don't do it with no egg. What are you talking about? And so he promises
right.
that it's next level. So
I know some people do butter and coffee. I guess they like it.
I don't know.
Never
Like
tried it.
I drink my coffee black, so I don't
Ah,
need any kind of sugar or
like a
whatever.
real man.
Yeah, well, I try. Well, it was to lose weight, honestly, and then it
Oh,
just kind of
gotcha.
stuck. Yeah. But the Vietnamese coffee has condensed milk, so it's like really sweet and it's ice.
Okay.
Like a lot of people drink it with ice.
Oh,
So
okay.
good stuff. So Funk says, I hope that James guy has a good time too. Would love to have him come out here a lot. Plane tickets are expensive, sir. Al says, I would recommend going the graphic novel route. I think that the floppy model is dying. I tend to agree.
Yeah.
Tend to agree. Mike says, what's the door made of? What's
The
the
door? What door?
Yeah.
Is there a door in the comic or something?
You
Might
want
have
to
been
talk
a
about a
door in
door?
the comic.
Yes.
All the doors in this comic, as far as I know, are made of wood. Don't ask me what kind of wood.
A lot of readers prefer collected editions. Only weirdos like me still buy floppies. So
I still buy floppies.
Yeah, well, my son does not like the floppies.
No.
After he reads the floppies, he goes, "Where's the rest of it? Like, I want the rest of the story." I'm like, "You're spoiled. You're spoiled."
I've been gravitating to the trades too.
Yeah, no, I buy floppies. I don't know where my stack of floppies from today are. It's on the other side of this computer.
I still do also. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Mike says the door that we're supposed to knock down.
Okay. Well, you can find my Substack at comicsodyssey.substack.com. And that's basically a newsletter. It goes to your email. You can subscribe to a newsletter through my website, comicsodyssey.ca, but I don't send out the newsletter frequently to that one. The Substack, you'll get a lot. I write articles and make videos and stuff. Yeah.
Let me see if, yeah.
Dorks,
See.
maple syrup.
That's Ulysses' store. And let me see if I can pull up his Substack here and paste it.
Thanks for doing this, James. Appreciate it. It's very nice of you.
Yeah, no, this is great. You know, I don't have a lot of time to do this often, but you caught me while I'm waiting for the rest of my comic stuff to happen. So I'm kind of like in a limbo. And so, you know,
It was meant to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and there is the Substack. This is, or did I just copy it twice? Yeah, that's the Substack then too. Let's see. I saw a lot of mania. A lot of mania says any kid who has read a 300-page manga volume definitely won't tolerate a 20-page comic. Yeah, my son, like I said, he's spoiled rotten. I give him the latest issue of G.I. Joe or Transformers, and he'll read it and he goes, "Where's the rest of the story?" I'm like, son, this is the
it's binge watching culture.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't watch much. He just does what he does, and we're more like hands-on folks. I'm a terrible consumer. Like I don't consume a lot of movies or anything. So Mike says, if you were to mass produce the series, would you print it on glossy or matte paper?
Newsprint, baby, all the way. Man, that's my dream. Newsprint. Yeah. Newsprint.
Yeah. You got to sniff it. You got to be able to smell it. Comics for Life says, any chance of a crossover with Alpha Red in the near future?
I wouldn't say no, of course.
Yeah. I am writing a story where it crosses over with anybody, not anybody, but like if it makes sense. Maybe he goes to Canada. I'm trying to work through. My writer is actually from Canada.
We'd have to go to Northland.
Yeah. So my writer, as I'm throwing this stuff at him, like I'm like an editor, but then I get to script it too. So like I throw the story ideas at him and the direction that I want to take the character, and then he kind of takes all my ideas and then wraps them up into a story. And I go, that sounds good. I don't like that. And then he'll redo it a couple times and then throw it back at me. And I go, okay, I'm just going to start drawing it. And then whatever happens. And then I come in and script it. But so the next story arc is going to be a little bit MacGuffin chasing. And it opens up the ability to go to different places and run into different heroes and villains as he's MacGuffin chasing. So maybe the Northland, Comics for Life, maybe. Boom. I'll have to buy it. I'll have to buy it all then. Very nice. Very nice. Ray McKay, make it happen. Make it happen. Ray McKay is my writer from Canada.
Okay. Nice.
From the Northland. He's from the Northland.
Yeah. Which part of Canada? East, west?
West, out your way, Pacific time. So, so I don't know how. I know Canada's a big place, but it's like it's more wide than it is deep. It feels everybody's kind of close to the U.S. border. Am I right?
Yes. God willing, someday I'll be able to go visit the north.
Yeah,
actual north. I'm an East Coaster. I'm from the Maritimes, but I'm living in the West now.
Yeah. So, as Americans, we know very little about Canada. We're very snooty. I'm finding out with the World Cup.
A loud country.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like people come over and they seem to know about our country. Like I didn't know.
You're a superpower.
I guess
we have to know.
When you grow up in it, you just like take things for granted. So like I have to think about like where your capital is. Is it Ottawa, right? It's Ottawa. And how many provinces do you have? Is it 5 or 6?
9.
9. Okay. Wow. Yeah. See, like I wouldn't even know which is a province and which is like a big city. You know,
I wouldn't get that wrong. Because there's one that's not a province; it's a territory, technically.
Oh, is that the?
I hope I didn't screw that up.
So, were you born in Canada? Did you grow up going to school in Canada? Canadian all the way? Okay. Yeah, it's true. I guess Americans don't know everything about America either. Like Yeah. Have you ever seen those videos where people on the street, they say, "Hey, what's the capital of the United States?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
New
I'm
York
skeptical
City."
about those videos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They're edited, and you
for
know what I
sure,
mean. Like,
for sure. And I'm sure they just pick the dumbest people, the craziest,
yeah,
drunkest,
they
or
interview like 100 people, and there's like 10 of them are really dumb, so they
yeah,
feature those, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So a lot of manias said it's kind of nuts how little grade schools teach about the rest of North America. True, 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 true. I mean, I was never a academic kid, always drawing in class, doodling. So, so what else do you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about anything else? Did you want to promote anything else? Is there anything?
Well, I'd like to. It'd be fun to just talk about comics. I
Yeah.
do have to take a washroom break.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's okay.
Yep. I'll drop you off and I'll tell everybody about Alpha Red for a little bit, and then you let me know when you're back. All right, guys. I'm going to show you the covers that we have. Do you like Ulysses? Do you like the conversation? Let me know if there are more questions that you want answers to, as far as like what how to create the stuff. Let me see. Stop the screen. I'm going to share the screen. Share the screen, entire screen. Kaboomski. Here we go. Here we go. So these, you guys know, if you've been following. Kabam. Kabam. Will Logan make an appearance in a bar in Spirit Girl? How cool would that be? You might be a consultant on his book. You're giving him some good ideas. So I was debating on whether or not to have some posters. It's hard to ship posters, so I stopped offering them. But I don't know. Would you guys want any of these as posters? So it looks like when is it? September? Be like September 16th is a Wednesday. I think that is when I'm going to launch the crowdfunder for Alpha Red number 9. And it's not going to be like a normal crowdfunder. He's back. He's back. So it's not going to be like a
These
normal.
look great, James.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So these top two are like the exclusive variants. So the different thing about my crowdfunder this time is that when you order it, I will have the comic to ship to you. So, but the thing that makes it a crowdfunder is that only the exclusives will be available. And so you have to overpay for the exclusives, and you get one of these regular copies too. So you'll get an exclusive and a regular copy, but you get them right away. Like I ship them out. So I want it printed up, and that's why I'm kind of pushing it out to the middle of September. So I'm gonna order a big number of them just to have them around, just because my strategy is a little different than yours, Ulysses, where I have the availability to kind of travel around to a lot of different little conventions, and I'm kind of more on social media. I have places where I have Alpha Red is available. So I just shipped out a set of 1 through 8 today. I think last week I shipped out 2. So having them around, 1,000 of them is going to take forever to get rid of, but it's nice to know that it's around. Yeah. So Fong is asking, where is the homage cover? So the homage cover will also be available. This is the homage cover. So this will also be available. So the advantage of supporting me early is that you get it early. It won't be available until I come back from the Koinonia Con. The Koinonia Con will be the first place that people can buy just the individual issue, and then when I come back, I'll make it available for anyone who wants to buy it for the $5, and I ship it to them. So that
Looks good. Great line work on this one, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
the texture. I like the little textures on the goggles and everything.
Yeah. So it's so fun. It was so fun to do. So I did buy a brand new printer. Somebody was saying, like, do you print stuff out and ink it? Like, do you blue line stuff? And I said, my current printer doesn't do that. They said, well, how much would it be for a printer that can do that? And I had looked at it previously, and it was like high hundreds of dollars, almost $1,000. And I was like, I don't do it enough to do it and to order it. And then so I was talking to an inker, and he said, I use an Epson and it costs like $300, $200 or $300. I was like, $200 or $300 is, it's doable. And so I splurged. I did very well at the Hershey Comic Con. And so I said, I can afford that. And then with that, you can blow stuff up. You can take, so with this, I took the actual image, and then I inked it, and then I blew it up, and then turned it into blue line, and then inked the large version. So
you inked it twice?
I did. So I inked it the small version, so that I could get like the composition, that it wasn't super tight. It was just to kind of make sure that the goggles were.
So how big was that? Are you drawing on 11 by 17 or?
So the original for this is 11 by 17, but the sketch is 8.5 by 11.
Okay.
So not quite.
But what is the advantage of drawing on small format and then blowing up?
I guess it made for a very quick inking session. Like all my lines were kind of chosen for me, like when I was sketching it in with a pencil, and then I ink it pretty loosely, so it's not quite like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, honestly. And so when I blow it up, I then do all the intricate inking.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm not doing it twice. I am kind of doing it twice, but at different levels, I guess is the best way to say it. Like I kind of do place holdings for like where the blades are, how I want to change the Wolverine's ear things. Got to shave them off, turn it into hair, that kind of stuff. Then this one, I'm going to make this a direct market exclusive cover. There's only one place that is distributing Alpha Red, which is through Filbo distribution. And so if anybody orders it through Filbo, that's the only place you can order this cover. So it's trying to make it exclusive so that retailers would be incentivized to give it a try. Al says, got a jet. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out, Al. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Lotomania says, control. Yes, for the inking control. I assume that's what you mean. But yeah, this is a panel from the comic. I drew it as a sketch on a sketch cover, and then I scanned it in, used it as a panel, and then the colorist colored it while it was in the comic. And then so I took it out of the comic and then turned it into its own exclusive variant. I know it's a long way of going around things, but yeah.
What's this character? What's her deal?
So it's a flashback issue. It's a flashback issue. So he's been asking about his parents, who were also heroes and within the same organization. And he just found that out, and he's been asking the head guy to give him more information. But every time he asks for it, they go on another mission. So it's Christmas time, and then so the head guy gives him a case file, and so it's one of their adventures. So this is his mom, actually, who died when he was very young. So he kind of grew up an orphan. So
Okay.
these are like, this is his dad down here in this corner, and then this is just a friend of theirs. That's the mom, and this is the villain, Professor
Gotcha.
Polar.
Fun.
Yeah. So that's what my writer adds to the story. Like, my brain thinks like probably too serious, like a drama, like a DC movie, whereas
Yeah.
he thinks more Marvel, kind of MCU kind of stuff. Maybe not even MCU, but like, I don't know. He's more Silver Age, Bronze Age, kind of, not even Bronze Age, Silver Age. He likes Silver Age stuff, Golden Age, Silver Age. So he has a more youthful viewpoint of superhero comics, and he likes it that way. He likes the more cheesy. That's why it's Professor Polar. You know, he pulls in those kinds of fun naming things, and
Yeah.
so he's good at that. Where I probably would take myself too seriously.
I think that's the one I like the most. One went through the window because character's really well framed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did put it up as a contest. Like, which do you prefer? Which would you vote for? And I was going to pick one over the other, but it was really depending on the platform. Some people went for cover A, some people went for cover B. So I'm going to split it 50-50.
Gotcha.
So it'll be your choice. You know, if you don't have a choice, I'm going to give you a cover A. But if you get more than one, then you get, like, anybody who gets, like, this cover here is a drawing that my brother drew in 2016.
Okay.
Down here. And I came across it again, and I was like, wow, I forgot how cool that was. I got it colored, and I was like, I'm going to use it as a cover. But if you get that, so I'm going to charge $15 for that. But for the $15, you also get a free regular cover. So that's how I'm going to raise money.
Gotcha.
So
they all look pretty cool. I mean, my eye keeps going back to that one.
Yeah.
Depth, you know, it got depth. There's different size figures, small and big, and it's interesting to look at.
That is interesting that you say that, because that is a thing that, as I was researching covers, what makes a good cover, and Todd McFarlane's philosophy is you got to have people in the front and you got to have people far away. You know, that creates depth, and he's like, that's kind of all that matters, because people want to see that. They want to see a comparison in size of people, and then I don't know, that creates the depth that keeps your eye like looking around. So that is one of the whatever things that I found, the strategies when you're creating a cover. Another thing was having like just the main person really big in the picture.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what else? How do you want to close it out? Like, in general, comics. What kind of?
What have you been reading lately? That's cool.
So the latest thing that I read that was really good was the G.I. Joe by Skybound, issue number 25. And I don't know if you've been following the Skybound universe. Robert Kirkman. Do you know who Robert Kirkman is?
Yeah, I know of it. I just haven't been buying the books.
Yeah. So I grew up with G.I. Joe and Transformers as a kid, cartoons, all that stuff. And that was right in my wheelhouse. So they're taking those characters and they're making them like PG-13, you know, like a little bit more violent. They're up in the ante, and it's really cool. Mike says, overlap those shapes. Overlap. I don't know. Sorry, Mike. I didn't. I don't know where we were at, but
I was talking about the in a cover design, your figures or shapes. There should be overlapping shapes so that you create depth, right?
Yeah.
Because you got, like in this one, you got some dudes in the back.
Yeah.
And your alphabet is in front of them, so they're overlapping.
Yeah. So Bob Ross said the same thing, and
one of my favorite.
Says, yep, that's right.
My inspiration, Bob Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm trying to create a better cover, and you forget about that sometimes. You just want to draw something cool, but you forget like there are certain things that draw people's eye.
Principles of design.
Correct. Yep. Designing it. That's a good way to put it. But yeah. So what about you? What are you picking up?
Well, I had been collecting Legion of Superheroes from the Bronze Age to the 90s, and I started reading them.
Yeah.
So I've been reading tons of Bronze Age Legion of Superheroes. That's really fun stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the idea. It's they're 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
So they're in DC continuity, but there's nothing that they can do 1,000 years in the future that can mess up like continuity. So they can kind of do anything, which is kind of fun.
Yeah. So they do they pull from current day into the future? Like, is there a version of Superman? Is there a version of?
No, it's just 1,000 years in the future. So the way the Legion of Superheroes started is in the Superboy, the Silver Age Superboy comic. They just showed up. They needed a plot that month, so they showed up. They were superheroes from the future, and they mostly engaged in psychological torture of Superboy.
Okay.
They would like play very elaborate pranks on him to make him doubt his reality.
Okay.
And they also appeared. They got really popular. They appeared in Supergirl and all that. And eventually they got their own title. And obviously they're from the future, so it's whatever's going on in the future. And they're a legion of superheroes because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of characters, and it's a lot of planets. It's a big world. Yeah. So I've been reading that, and I've been reading John Ostrander's Suicide Squad. So that's 80s Suicide Squad.
Yeah. So Mike says, Andy Kubert really did a good job on those G.I. Joe covers. I think Lee Weeks is on the covers now. I love Lee Weeks. I think he has such a classic style. I'm not a huge fan of Andy Kubert, but he did do some really good covers on G.I. Joe. So, but Funk says Bronze Age Legion is great stuff.
Yeah, fun stuff.
I'll leave
even the Silver Age stuff.
Yeah, you guys can geek out about that.
I want to
never
write
a DC guy.
No way. Yeah. I've leaned more on the DC, but on my Substack, I plan to write like quite a bit on Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, very cool. Now, do you draw them? Like when you read them, are you inspired to then pull out the pencil and draw?
No, I don't know. I just even when I learned to play music, I was a musician for like 27 years. I never really had much of an interest in learning other people's songs. I have these ideas in my head and I want to draw them, and but every once in a while I'll take out my sketchbook and I'll try to copy a panel off, that I think is cool, just to learn stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to do my own stuff.
Mike says, if you never picked up the Batman versus Elmer Fudd drawn by Lee Weeks, you need to pick it up, the black and white version of it. All right. I did. Somebody said something about him doing it, and I thought, like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, how would Elmer Fudd be in a Batman story? But I did hear about it, and I do want to pick that up. So I should write that down, because I got like sunsetter thing now, like it gets to be later in the evening because it's coming up on 9 o'clock here. And so I'm settling down. I'm usually sitting down. I'll finish up drawing and stuff like that. I'm usually not thinking. So I got to write that down or else I won't. Elmer Fudd.
It's not the first time I've heard people sing the praises of Batman and Elmer Fudd. Apparently it's really good.
Yeah. So what else? Did you pick up anything this week? Did you go to the shop this week?
Yeah, I do pick up a couple series. I've been trying Terminal, the new Robert Kirkman book. I tried issue 1. It's good enough to read issue 2.
Sure.
And I just finished Bad Idea. It's got a comic coming out. It's called Olympus Megalith. They just completed the series, a 4-issue series about a big, huge, giant robot that lands on Earth. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I'm reading Fury of Firestorm, but I got it on a short leash. He's gonna have to move it along for me to keep reading.
You mean you said Firestorm?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I heard of that. That's a good book. So
yeah, it's good. It's good.
I mean,
I have my reservations.
Yeah. I just remember Firestorm from way back. He was part of a cartoon, and that's all I know about him. Yeah,
he was in the 80s. He kind of crossed over with Suicide Squad because the Squad was creating a problem. Firestorm was, because he had threatened to disarm nuclear missiles or something, and the Suicide Squad was sent after him. So he was part of that series. But yeah, but I don't read a lot of new comics. I'm open. I try them, but there's not a lot. There's one from Bad Idea, Robert Venditti, David Lapham, Hank Howard, Pizza Detective. That's a good book. And it's like a hard-boiled detective story.
Okay.
But it's all pizza-related crimes, and like it's all like it's like, for instance, like like just someone stole the tokens.
Okay.
Pizza tokens or whatever, and he takes it really seriously, right?
Okay.
But he's like overboard because he's just going after minimum wage workers and stuff. It's a fun book.
All right. I don't know if you have something to do. I don't know if you have a hard stop, but I gotta. There's some things that I want to do, so
sure.
I want to shut it down. So thank you for suggesting or asking to be on, and I'm glad that my schedule opened up, and this has been super fun. So we'll read the last we'll read the last of the messages, and then we will sign off. They released a facsimile of Justice League of America 200 a few weeks ago, probably the greatest comic from the Bronze Age. DC released in Treasury size, beautiful comic art in large format. Yes. Mike says, do they ever stumble upon the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in their crimes? Terrible toppings on pizza. Probably not, right? So, all right, Mike, thanks for hanging out. Ulysses, thank you. I'm going to throw up your Substack right here. Lotomania says, here's a cool Firestorm and Legion of Superheroes connection. DC had a story a few years ago that had Lex Luthor and Superman become Firestorm, living into the Legion era. Wow. How about that? Does that light a fire under you there, Ulysses?
It's pretty interesting. I haven't read that story yet.
Yeah. But there it is. If you guys want to follow Ulysses over on Substack, that is his handle over there. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I had a great time, and I hope you did too. And I hope you guys go check out Spirit girl number 4. Make Ulysses work. Make him print it out of his printer. Staple with the long arm stapler and cut with the knife. I've never seen that. I splurged and bought one of those big knife things, and it wasn't as expensive as I thought. So yeah, it's very satisfying when you're cutting all those pages and just goes. It has this like rhythm, this vibration. Like, wow, very satisfying. But all right, everybody, thank you for showing up, and I wish everybody a good night. And until next time, hang on, I'm gonna hit the button to prepare. Grace and peace. We out.
From the heart of the king, and we run through the arms of the beast. It will eat us alive.